Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. And we have Madi, Prewett, Trout, and Grant Trout, one of my favorite couples in Bachelor Nation, and I do not mean that sarcastically, celebrating their one-year anniversary. If I do the math right, they've been married longer than they knew each other from before they got married. Hey, listen, when you got the money and when you're trying to save yourself till marriage, things speed up a notch. Let's just say that. But either way, they celebrate their one-year marriage anniversary. I'm going to share what Madi had to say, and I'll share my own thoughts as I've been celebrating my one-year anniversary. Look at that, Madi. We're just like twinning right now. Okay, let's get into it. Follow me on Instagram at TNeals, patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes bonus content. I'll be live at like the 10:30, 10:45 a.m. hour Pacific time today. And then Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast every afternoon. All right, here it is. 1 year of marriage. And by the way, a lot of people think I don't like Madi because, sometimes I'll call out some of the bullshit that exists when it comes to what I believe to be Christian grifting. Not the idea of being Christian. Like, this post isn't grifting whatsoever, but when your whole, career is sort of, the monetization of the religion, then I think, to be quite fair, and I have to stand by my own definition of grifting. Grifting is when you don't believe it. Do I think she believes everything she's preaching? For the most part. But again, we've called out a few instances where, Madi, wants to fight for the common person and then takes like an influencer deal with one of the worst slave labor, fast fashion companies in the world. By the way, and again, my belief is she had no idea how bad this company was. But there's a new documentary called Unboxing Shein, which actually talks about the meteoric rise of this company and why it's terrible, not just for the environment, but also just because of a lot of the ethical issues and a lot of the, lack of transparency with where the clothes are made and the factories using, barely, teen or young, 10-year-olds working. I mean, it's a real tragedy out there. But again, we can assume that Madi didn't know that when she took that job. And other Bachelor influencers took the money too. One influencer was turned down over $100,000 in the Bachelor world to do a Shein post. So God knows, literally, God knows how much money Madi made from this. But either way, let's assume that she's learned her lesson and she's, working with more ethical companies. 1 year of marriage. These are a lot of the behind-the-scene moments that no one sees, but the moments that make a marriage, built on prayer, encouragement, affection, forgiveness, laughter, and joy, built on Jesus. Marriage isn't always post-worthy. I'll tell you that. That's the most honest thing she's ever said. With perfect filters and big smiles, the mundane, everyday moments are a lot more common than the big Insta-worthy goosebump moments. It's the hidden, unseen, private life moments that shape a marriage. How we serve when we don't feel like it. How we encourage and build one another when one is down, how we are quick to forgive and give grace when we fail each other, and boy, it's a lot, and how we try to seek God's direction in every single small and big decision we make, which we fail at sometimes too. By the way, I love the message. This is terribly written. She's written multiple books. Can I be honest? If I'm being honest, if I'm being real with you, there are moments where I am selfish and love to only receive. Do you ever think of this and think, well, maybe Madi wrote this while taking a dump? You ever, how many people write their Instagram comments when they're just sitting on the shitter? I'm just saying, that puts a new visual for made in this moment. And here we are. Moments where I fold the clothes, clean the house, cook dinner, write notes, only to hear I have the best wife ever. There are moments where I get insecure and I don't share my deepest desires and thoughts with Grant out of fear that I'm not good enough. There are moments where I overreact and get angry at the smallest inconvenience of something not going my way. There are moments when I come to Grant for fulfillment and completion, looking for him to meet my every need and make me feel less lonely and more whole. Marriage has shown me the simplicity of the gospel, unconditional love, grace when not deserved, and forgiveness when it's hard. I am thankful that our marriage is built on something bigger and stronger than us. We are learning every day. We are growing every day. And yes, there are many laughs and joyous moments. He's my very best friend. But I also want to be real about the mundane and harder moments too. That's real love I'm learning. Here's to 1 year, the good and the hard, and here's to forever with you, Grant Trout. Now, look, congratulations on their 1 year. I joke around and make light of it, but, their relationship has surpassed many Bachelor relationships. Many Bachelor relationships never make it this far. Of course, there are going to be trials and tribulations. With my marriage, I kind of feel like I come from a little bit of a different viewpoint where I was with my now wife for so long that when I look at us as married, I don't see a big shift in how we treated each other because I feel like we lived as married before then. To me, I was never big on the paperwork aspect of it all. In fact, we have no idea where the marriage license is. We really got to call somebody about that. But the point is that it's probably somewhere. It's probably where my, diploma is. God knows that's being used. But here we are. So yeah, look, the perfection aspect of people that do what Madi does must be exhausting. She preaches about a lot of ideals that she tries to live up to, but it's hard to do. This is why I love stand-up comedians, because we don't pretend to be perfect at anything. I mean, we are just real ragged souls in a lot of ways. I mean, failing left and right. We got so many issues. We talk out loud about those issues. And I kind of feel like sometimes within some of these preachers or the preacher's daughter, that mythological archetype of a perfect person needs to rebel because they're just seen as this reachable level of holiness. And it's very healthy, I think, for Madi to show that level doesn't have to be attained. It's the pursuit of that level that is good. So here they are with their photos. There they are crying in the backseat of an Uber. And there they are praying in front of their gorgeous home in Waco, Texas. Nice hardwood floors, a Persian rug, very nice. And here they are overlooking, I don't know if this is their house or where, but plenty of nice acreage. And Madi's doing some sort of face mask, and there they are out to dinner. And there they are in their front of their gorgeous home. It looks like, do they have, and this is how you know you have wealth, if you have gas lamps. I don't know about you. I don't have gas lamps at my entrance. Neither do I have an arched entrance. But either way, good for them. They earned it, and by they earned it, somebody did. So there they are doing the thing. Are they building a new home? What's going on back here? Do they have a new castle? Could you imagine Madi Prewett's new castle? Leave room for the Holy Spirit's moat. You got to have a moat and a boat. So anyway, there they are. I'm going to share with you my wedding anniversary video. Tasha Courtney and Dave Neal do fun things. This is my new vlog channel, right? It's called Tasha Courtney and Dave Neal do fun things. Well, in our latest episode, we actually showed people our behind the scenes of us learning our wedding dance, and you can see the actual wedding dance there. But we hired a professional dancer to teach us a little bit about a waltz. So you can catch that video. And again, it's been a whole year for me. I guess I got married at the same time Madi did. But also my first reaction video to when Tasha tapped me on the shoulder. Look, this is what's tough for me. I just froze. Like, if you want to go watch it, you got to go see it. I'm not going to let you see it right now. But either way, those videos are out and available for you if you'd like to see. Now, in other news of people that are continuing life in the married world or otherwise, we have Sean Booth and his baby mama right here. She's, I don't want to say ready to pop. I don't know if I like the terminology there, but they said baby B is already so loved by many. Thanks so much to our friends and family for making yesterday special. So congrats to Sean Booth and his lady here. I don't know what their relationship status is, but they are very close to celebrating the birth of their baby. And what else do we have here? Becca Kufrin, speaking of recently married, we didn't really cover this in a story because it was more of a courthouse wedding, because they obviously have a newborn baby named Benny. But here is Becca giving a diamond wedding ring to her now husband Thomas. Shine bright like a diamond. So there it is. A very glitzy here. I mean, he must have a big hand. So let's see.
This is the sickest thing I've seen in my entire life. Look at this.
I mean, I like it. A male diamond ring. I only got this 14 karat gold or whatever it is, but that's great. I mean, now the truth is, my guess is it's a sponsorship. Turns out Tommy played his cards right and got his wedding ring. Lightenfine worked her sorceress magic once again. Who knows? Maybe not, but either way, good for them. And again, we're just going to barrel through some Bachelor news here. Blake Horseman opened up about getting Botox. Someone said, "You've had work done on your face. It's looking different these days." Here's his response. "I've been very open about my Botox, but honestly, this kind of stuff pisses me off, and people don't talk about it enough with guys. It's coming up on 6 years since I was on the show. No effing duh, I'm going to look different. You all have this picture of what we looked like on the TV screen, but we age. Time moves on. We don't have the fountain of youth. I bet if I looked at a pic of all of you 6 years ago, hell, 2 years ago, you would look different too. Yeah, very fascinating stuff there. So Blake Horseman fighting back. He gets Botox. I don't do, but you know what I do? A lot of lights. I use a lot of lights. When I turn these lights, oh my gosh, I look like an ancient troll. But I put these lights on, and it just covers in all of the deviations here called life. Either way, very happy to hear them opening up. And I spoke about grifting earlier when it comes to I don't think Madi's a grifter, but I think the term grifter is somebody who will use something like a religion or an ideology that they don't quite believe in. Like say you don't believe the election was stolen, but you're afraid that you're going to lose the vote of the people that do, so you say the election was stolen. That would be a grifter. If you truly believe the election was stolen, then you're not grifting. You're just, that's what you believe. But it's the idea that you don't believe what you're selling, I guess, is grifting, because you're in the comedy world, we call that a hack. Well, I was called a grifter because someone started a GoFundMe for me. It's raised $6,000. It's for my legal funds because I've been threatened with a restraining order, and now I've received information from the person threatening me with the restraining order that they will drop the restraining order if I delete all of my videos. I don't believe we're going to be doing that. I feel very confident in my defense of what we do over here. But I did want to say, I mean, when we talk about grifting, there's people that are making millions and even billions, and then there's somebody who's just had a couple bucks raised for them to fight a what I believe to be a frivolous lawsuit. So I fight back on the term grifter. I may be a barrel scraper. I may be a lot of things, but I don't believe grifter is one of them. Let me know what you think. I'm going to continue to sharing my thoughts and beliefs on things. If I was grifting, I think I would not have lost so many subscribers talking about Madi and other issues. I mean, gosh, you guys have to realize I have just lost so many subscribers from sharing my thoughts and opinions on things. But hey, crack an egg, make an omelet. The people that stuck around, hey, those are my core folks. All right, that's your random cornucopia of content. We'll be back with more right after this.